Hey there and welcome to No Recipe Required. I'm Dave and tonight I've got a chicken recipe for you that I think you're gonna love. Lemon chicken. We're gonna use boneless, skinless breasts, which we all see all the time, and I'm always looking for ways to make them kind of more exciting because frankly they're kind of blank canvases. If you don't do something with them, they're a little bit boring. We're gonna make a sauce out of obviously lemon, little stock in there that's gonna absolutely wow you. Great flavor, great acidity, and goes awesome with a bunch of different side dishes as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so what I've got here is just a couple chicken breasts that I thrown in the bag with a couple cloves of chopped garlic and maybe 2 tablespoons of parsley and a couple tablespoons of olive oil. I'm just going to let these marinate for a couple hours before we cook them off for our rosemary lemon chicken. Okay, for our chicken, we're going to do just like we normally do for a seared chicken breast. Although when I've marinated like this, I've got garlic and herbs on there. I don't want to burn them. So I'm going to start over medium heat and just kind of cook them a little bit longer. Still want to get a nice sear on both sides, so I'm not going to really move it around, muss or fuss with it. I'm just going to let it cook for a good 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, so after about 4 minutes, you're going to see the chicken starting to creep up, or the doneness is starting to creep up on both sides of the chicken. So we're going to flip it over, just looking for a nice golden brown. Again, not looking to burn the garlic or the rosemary. I'm going to let it go for about an equal amount of time on this side. So because we're not using super high heat, and I didn't really pound the chicken breasts out too thin, I want to make sure they're cooked. So you got a couple options. I'm just going to flip mine over and let mine go for about another minute on the first side. Then switch them back, do yet 1 more minute, and I'm confident that's going to get them all the way done. You can also just slide these into like a 375-degree oven for about 5 minutes. And that'll make sure they're cooked all the way through as well. Okay, so our chicken is done. I'm gonna pull it off. If you pull it off, let it rest for a few minutes. As long as the juices run clear, you're good to go. If you see a little pink there, you may want to add it back to our sauce, which I'm gonna show you how to make right now. So we've got all that great flavor down to the bottom of the pan. A little bit of fat, so I'm gonna lose some of that. Keep a little bit, that's fine. I'm gonna add in some additional garlic and rosemary. And just literally let that toast for about 10 seconds, just long enough to kind of activate some of the essential oils in the herb and soften the garlic just a tiny bit. It doesn't really take a whole lot of time. And then I've got the juice of a lemon that I've diluted with about 2 tablespoons of water. So we're talking maybe 2/3 parts lemon juice, 1/3 part water. And I'm just going to let this come up to the boil and deglaze the pan. Okay, I've reduced our sauce down quite a bit. You want to give it a little taste. And you're definitely going to get a strong lemony flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And one of the things we're going to do to mitigate or mild down a little of that flavor, that lemonness, and also really kind of make this a sauce, is add a little bit of butter. And then I'm going to add my chicken breasts back in as well, along with the sauce, and just let these kind of coat. Give them a quick flip on both sides, and then make sure it's just nicely mixed together, and then we're going to serve this up. If your sauce ends up getting a little thick, just add a touch of water and you'll be good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and serve our rosemary lemon chicken. You're going to drizzle a little bit of that sauce right over the top. And if you want, you can throw a little lemon garnish on the side there so everybody knows what it is. And I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.